Alright, this is Mark from City Creek Bottoms farmstead. Back up here at the lake, but I got somebody camping up here, maybe in the woods, so I'm gonna be kind of quiet. Go down here and look at where we left the watermelons and the marbles and see. I'm gonna have to move this spot. I'll see that now. That might be why the boogers wasn't taking the bait. So we'll ease down here and look around a few minutes. So I'm gonna be kind of quiet because I don't know where this person is, and I don't want to, talk too loud. So. Alright, so I do not see the marbles. One rock's been knocked off again. And somebody has thrown their tissue down here. I don't know what that's all about. So we will quit using this spot. I don't see any marbles anywhere. Ain't that nice? One of them watermelons has been moved. This could be the human now. So this place has been compromised. So I have to do it somewhere else. I can't say what took it now. Yep, this place has been compromised on me. So I will be moving to another area. I don't see the marbles. One rock, and you see these rocks has been moved. One watermelon's been moved. I'm gonna leave them there. I'll come back and check them periodically, but maybe why the booger hunting wasn't taking it. But somebody's been coming through here. So we're gonna get back up to the truck and leave. We'll finish this video from home because there is a truck parked up here. I don't know where this person is. We'll go from there. But I did want a video from the house, from down at Hollins Hunter's Camp and here at the lake on Creepy Mountain. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off and look around for a minute. If I see anything that I need to show, I'll turn the camera back on. But I will be moving from this spot now. I'll have to do it somewhere else. Probably still do it around the lake, but in a place nobody's going. We'll talk with you later. Alright, I'm standing here at the lake, looking around. So the lake from now on will be nighttime only. I'll have to do that through probably the rest of the hunting season. I might need to move my gifting area to that side of the lake. I just have to watch, make sure ain't nobody hunting that area. We'll go from there. So I figured it was gonna get compromised. It's just that time of year up here. We'll go from there though. And we'll be back later. everybody, this is Mark from Cedar Creek Bottoms Farmstead with Fireside Chats. We came back to check out the outing from last week. I like to come back and look after an outing, which there's been more people here camping since then, some things, but a lot of times I come back to just see if there's anything obvious left somewhere. So far I hadn't seen nothing. The only thing left is a tent that was here, been here a couple of weeks now. Been turned into the Forest Service, so I don't know. We're mainly keeping this video for evidence down the road in case something pops up about it.
Step that way.
So you're gonna be able to cut that part out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, if you want, start over.
You do Cedar Creek Bottoms again.
Yeah.
This is Mark from Cedar Creek Bottoms Farmstead. Fireside Chats. Hope everyone's doing okay. Came back today a week later to check on the outing at the camp spot just to see if anything obvious or anything went on since we was gone. Sometimes I do that because sometimes they'll leave stuff, tree bowls, or they may do something else. Hadn't really noticed anything off that I would say was noticeable. Looks like a few more people's camped since then, probably during the week. So just want to check it out. Like we're gonna go do Creepy Mountain tomorrow and check it out. So,
Just stay at the mic. I'm gonna film the woods, but I needed a prop.
I like to go back and, like I said just a second ago, I like to go back and look. Everywhere I've been on an outing, if I could do it. Now some of them was so far away I couldn't go back and check. But I like to just go back and see if something was left somewhere. You never know. They could leave rocks or something, or they could leave something else laying there. Just wanted to check it out and be sure. So we done rode through the campground. There's a couple people camping. There's one dude still here from last week. That was strange, but anyway. Well, we'll go from here. We're gonna go check out one more spot down here before we leave. We'll go over on the creek across the road in there and look around a minute. And so we'll be adding this on with the city from Creepy Mountain, so it'll be a little bit of both of them. Anything you want to add, babe? We'll see y'all later. We were getting ready to leave and the dog pitched a fit. He was looking at something over here. Could have been anything, but she went into that alert mode. I don't know. Sister, stay over here. I don't know what she's seen move. There is a trail going in right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I pointed that out last time we were here.
I didn't see that when I was over that way, I think.
Mm-hmm. There's a couple trails around here.
Which could be a deer trail. Well, the trees is getting pretty. Look at that. Well, there was something right here. She may have seen a deer, but I didn't hear nothing take off, though. That's the thing. Usually a squirrel sound like a pine tree falling in the woods when it takes off. I hate to walk in there, too.
Then don't.
You might, whatever it is, might think I'm being threatening. But she's seen something right here. If it's one of them, they lay it on the ground where you can't see them.
You're on the wrong side of the mic.
She does hint for something. What? I don't know. She's still looking in there. What you smell, girl? Smell anything? Seems okay now. Alright, I don't know what that was. We'll leave it be. I don't know, that's weird. big wide oak right
I done thought you chunked it.
there. I think it's gonna stay up with water. So we're down here on Little Hatchet Creek. And you can tell the water's down a good bit because it's usually flowing over this pretty good. Plus it's got a leaf pile down. This is about a mile from the hunter's camp, south of it. This is probably where we should have come at night, some of us, and just stood down here a little while. This all ain't nothing but a big creek bottom in here. This is where we heard some of the howls from too, the one year before. So, or back in the spring. It's back down in here where some howls come from. This is old timber on this creek in here. You can see how big the trees are. Pretty down in here. Boy, that's a big old wide oak right there. That's a big one. Ooh. That's a big one right there. Well, the creek is still running, barely. Look at that. Little grooves has been washed in it over the years. That's pretty cool. So we just wanted to check this area out too before we went back home. To show you what this bottom in here looked like. I don't know if anybody got to come down here during the outing on Friday or Saturday, looking around. I think Mr. Bell did, didn't he? So I don't know if anybody else came down here. It's a good walk from up at the road up yonder, from the other road. The dead ends down here. You used to go all the way through and come out what they call the old Midway schoolhouse. It was built like in the early 1900s. It's still there. Come here, sister, get back over here. All right. Pretty down here today. Good place to come squirrel hunting. Sister. We definitely need to come in here one night and sit for a little while.
Yeah, we should come down here and sit for a little while.
Be a good place to bring a thermal. You can see a good piece through the woods in places.
Yep.
Also, be a good place to come leave a recorder too.
Yep.
Hello, this is Mark, Cedar Creek Bottoms Farmstead with Fireside Chats. Of course, I'm not in the camera, sitting here holding the phone looking at this hole right here. If you can see my finger right there. Last Thursday we were putting this deer feeder up right here. Rebecca was over here putting up me and her little shooting house by the pond. I got a feeling something was looking at me. I turned real quick, and right there I seen a glimpse of something tall, 6 to 7 foot, jet black, slender and lanky, jump in behind those privets right in there. So I think I got a glimpse of one of the boogers that's coming here to the house. So really interesting. We've run the recorder pretty much the last 3 or 4 nights pretty strong. We've really had a lot of different things happening on there. I've got to get with somebody to help me maybe sort that stuff out. That way I can get the key stuff and download it, and maybe, you know, everyone get to listen to some of it. Just some weird sounds going on over here at nighttime. My deer's not coming out here right now. That feeder's been there since last Thursday, and corn all over the ground. Strange. Usually by now they've been wearing it out. But I wanted to show you this spot. Also in this video you will see two other videos. You'll see one from the hunting club where that may got compromised by somebody going down that trail. The marbles that Pat had put out were gone. One of the rocks was moved. Watermelons were still there, but somebody had camped there that weekend at the lake, had kids with them, so I can't see if that was a booger or not that got the marbles and moved the rocks. So I will be moving that location to a little different spot, maybe on the other side of the lake or something where nobody's really going to, and see what happens. So I hate that it may have got compromised, but that's what happens. Of course, went back down to Hollins too and looked at the Hollins Hunters Camp. I always like to go back after we have an outing just to see if something's changed or see if something's happened. Didn't really notice anything. Of course, in the video you'll see where a sister barks at something in the woods, and we walk over there, but we didn't see nothing. You know, it could have been a deer, could have been a squirrel. You never know. But definitely, you know, always go back to an area once you've had a camp out there and look. Sometimes you'll find stuff. Of course, it was last Sunday when I went to the lake. So it had been, Pat was there the Wednesday before, so that went a week and a half. But blue marbles was gone, but like I said, it could have been compromised. But that was real wild last Thursday evening. It was probably a little later than this time of day, maybe another hour, maybe, because right now I think it's about going on 4. This was after 5 when that took place. So very interesting, very interesting. But like I said, anytime you get a chance and you have a camp out, if it's where you can get back to it, you know, go check it out a week later, a few days later. A lot of time you'll find stuff where it may have been over a tree or done something that's kind of odd, you know, out of the ordinary. Of course, Creepy Mountain's fixing to get busy with hunting. It's already kind of busy with hunting. A lot of people's been up there putting their deer stands and feeders up and cameras, and you know, next few, and Alabama bow season comes in this Saturday the 15th, so that'll be a busy place. But what's happened in the past, like I told you, me and Keith learned pretty good that yeah, they'll get quiet for a few weeks. They'll get adjusted where everybody's hunting, figure out where cameras are, because most people's putting cameras and feeders up to go gun hunt there. So the boogers learn that pretty quick. They learn where everything is, and they'll get back to doing what they always do. What's got me interested here about these is, why are these, have they been here the whole time, or is this a group that has moved from the hunting club or some other location? Of course, I'm 2.5 miles from the hunting club. There's a way you can get over here. There's a stretch of woods that touches 280, comes up under it. There's a big drain pipe that I might walk through, comes out into other woods, and they come right down them woods into here. Or are these coming from north of me off the railroad through some of those big woods? Or has this just a small clan been living here and just undetected over the years? With the amount of deer that we have in this community where I live, could put a bearing on that. That could be because they learned there's a lot of deer here, so they're gonna go where the food's at. With me and Rebecca growing some crops, and then also there's a guy that raises a lot of sheep right up the road. I think he's got about 40-50 head, and there's a guy that raises a bunch of goats up the road. So you know, also a guy with a bunch of cows. So, and there's another produce farm not far from here the way the crow flies, maybe 3 miles. And that railroad goes right by where he lives. So yeah, there could be a possibility of that. I know, like I said, we got a lot of recordings we got to go through, figure out. We've heard some interesting stuff. Woke us up at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. I am going to order another recorder. A couple times the recorder turned off by itself. I ain't figured that one out, what happens there. Batteries wasn't dead or none, just turned off. Lights at the house hadn't been fooled with no more. Hadn't heard nothing up against the house anymore. We ain't heard nothing fooling around at the doors or windows. I think once I put those cameras up, that kind of slowed that down. But back here behind the house, in this, there's 120 acres of nothing but woods right behind me. So, and then across the road, there's a bunch of woods, and then if you go north, there's a bunch of woods up in there too. So, but I just wanted to give you a little update on from the camp out down there at Hollins Hunters Camp. Of course, you'll see a little video of it here mixed in, and then a little bit of Creepy Mountain mixed in, and then a little bit here at the house. I've got 3 places I've got to really start watching, and that's of course here at the house. And then of course hunting club, I'll be going up there hunting a good bit, and then I'll be going up there at night some too, and then I'm gonna keep an eye out down there at Hollins Hunters Camp. May go down there and release some recording, or record or some down there too. Just see what's going on in these areas. See what I get. Of course, I'll be recording off a hunting club a good bit too, because I can go leave a recorder, and then when it just runs out, it runs out. Then when I can go back and get it when I get a chance, and start learning really how to deal with these audio. Something I ain't never been real big on. You always had good friends that were doing it, so, but it's something good for me and Rebecca to learn. Well, on the homestead, everything's going good. We finally got some good rain yesterday and last night. Pond's back up about 1 foot. Got some good rain. Supposed to get real cold this coming up week. I think next Tuesday and Wednesday supposed to get down around freezing or below, so we'll have frost alerts. I can really go ahead and start pulling my corn now, get it up, and get my sorghum up. And we got sweet potatoes to dig. She dug a few of them, but I think we're gonna wait a few more weeks and see what happens. So anyway, I hope everyone's gonna have a good weekend. I appreciate you staying with us, my new subscribers and my old subscribers. I really appreciate the comments the last few weeks. I'm glad to see people commenting and taking part in this, because this is what I want you to do. I've always told you to comment was the biggest thing I liked. I mean, I'd love for you to share it as much as you can, but comments is a big thing, because I can go from there. I'm not gonna go and comment 5-page report back, but I'll make small comment. And then if you need to talk to me further, I've told you how to get in touch with me. Well, I'm gonna get off from here today. Like I said, I hope everyone has a good weekend. Everybody be safe and love one another and get along. Even we have our disagreements, we shouldn't go to the point of the way society's going now. It's very sad. Well, give us a subscribe. Hit that like button. Hit that notification button. Share, comment. Like I said, comment. Please comment. Me and Rebecca like for this channel to grow, not for our benefit, but more for everybody's benefit, where everybody has a place to come share their feelings, what they think, like I said, we might all disagree, but we still be friends and love one another. Lord, I mean, that's even the way in a marriage and everything else. I mean, you don't always agree with your spouse, but you still love them. Anyway, this is Mark Green from Cedar Creek Bottoms Farmstead Life with Fireside Chats. And we'll see you next week. Hopefully I'll have some more footage and maybe have some more stuff went on. But the other day that verified it, which I already knew I had them because of the footprints and done heard the tree knocks and some of the howls at night. That one was watching me. That tells me he was close by. Anyway, y'all have a good one. This is Mark. We'll talk with you later. Bye-bye.